I think our team was really ready to play, but I thought when we started the game, I don't know if our adrenaline was gone and was kind of shot because I thought, again, we were really ready to play. So I don't think it was that. I just thought we looked slow. We looked a little out of tempo. We looked a little like we weren't real sure. We did make an adjustment defensively in that timeout, and I just thought we needed to kind of settle in, and we just talked about that. You're fine, right? Execute with tempo, do what you're, supposed to do on that end, and then we got to play with more energy on the defensive end, and I just thought they responded really well, and their defense is what gave them a chance because you have to get stops when you're down 10-0. You're not going to get back just scoring. You've got to get stop, score, stop, and string those together, and they did that. They kept chipping away at it and battling.
This is the first win over a ranked opponent since 2013. What does it mean for the program's direction to get a big win like this at home and kind of break that trend and just keep moving forward?
We've been telling recruits and we've been telling everybody, hey, we're going to be better. We're going to be better. Watch us. And we have to show that. We have to prove that. And I think that this win over this talented, athletic team shows that.
Where does this win rank personally for you?
Well, it's, with us, again, being the first since, we've played a ranked opponent and won, I think it's a huge win for us. I think it comes at a critical time. We have a tough week, West Virginia and then OU on the road before our bye. And then when we come back from the bye, it's back a tough schedule, a tough stretch. So to get a win at home and to get a win this week leading into going on the road, I think really sets the momentum for us and just a level of confidence. We needed to get the signature win for them to really believe what we're telling them all the time, that they are good enough to compete with the best in this league.
How important is it having Saunders back and actually deepening the bench? We've kind of talked about that all season.
She's huge for us, and when she went down this summer, it was a huge loss. And you got to give Zuri credit. Not everyone can come back from a knee as quickly as she has. She's worked extremely hard. She's so strong, mentally tough. To come in her first ball game and be as impactful as she was, I think just speaks to her character and her heart and how hard she plays and how much she wants her team to win. She was tremendous for us, and we knew she would provide energy. But for her to score and make plays, make a high-low pass, do all the things, and first game back. So really proud of her.
I've asked you what I asked the players. What was the biggest difference tonight in your opinion? Because the game could have obviously fallen either way.
I think our team has been in – I really have confidence that if our team is in a close game in the fourth quarter, they're going to find a way. They've done that. They have confidence in that. I thought we had multiple people. When we weren't scoring, we found Yvonne. She makes back-to-back buckets for us, to kind of keep us from not getting down. Before that, Rella had, and then we call Say's number, and she makes 2 plays back-to-back. Then Laren makes it 3. Then Laren comes up with that steal. So just several people down the, and I can't remember at what time frame, but it just was critical. And they stepped up and made huge plays. The team wanted to win, and you could see that in everything they had. And again, West Virginia, made great plays, and we knew they would. We knew they were going to run it at us. We knew they were going to attack lanes. We knew they were going to try to, get Tyneese going and get her involved, and then get it to Lene, and they did that. But we were able to weather the storm.
Coach, you should look over the stat sheet. There's a lot of numbers on here to really like. What are you most impressed with of those numbers? You out-rebounded them, better shooting percentage. What's really standing out to you?
For us, it's the turnovers. To only turn it over against West Virginia 11 times is important because that feeds their transition offense. And we talked a lot about doing everything in our power to keep them out of transition offense, and live turnovers will do that if you put them in transo, and then rebounding it. It hasn't been the biggest strength of ours. They're probably a little more athletic, but we wanted it, and we went after it, and we did play with more energy.
Is it going to be a little hard to keep the 24-hour rule after a win this big for you and for the players?
I'm not familiar with the 24-hour rule. I just told them I just want them to really enjoy this, and we will start moving on to Oklahoma. I think that's just so important in this league, and but I think when you get a win like this, you you got a little bit bigger pep in your step and you're ready to go. And we got a big task on our hands at OU. They're very good. They're good at home. They spread you out and attack you, and they've got multiple players that can make plays, and we'll have to be good.
Is this the kind of win that you can kind of propel and say, hey, look, you can also do this on the road?
Yeah, I hope so. I think it can. Again, I just think a win like this, shows it proves to them, right? They're seeing the success. They're seeing that their hard work's paying off. They're, you gotta experience that, I think, to really believe in it and build on it.
Was there a great relationship kind of between the coaching and the execution tonight? I think there were times where you called some certain plays and it was just that bucket y'all needed and it worked out.
Yeah, and just moving a lot of people, a lot of stomping, but yeah, I mean, once you get in, we weren't playing in the flow really well, and that's because of West Virginia and how hard they guard, and they don't allow you to touch a lot on the wing and get catches easily. So we, just went to more specific calls and tried to control that a little bit more, and our kids executed really well down the stretch, and, and that's just so critical. That they're able to do that. And we ran some stuff that we haven't run very often. And so that was probably why some confusion. No, you there, you here. But, hey, it worked out, and they made plays.
I mean, rehabbing the entire way, nothing but fans, my coaches, my teammates pushing me, motivating me. And just for this moment, as soon as I heard the fans cheering for me when I was going in, that gave me a sense of calm, poise. And I was like, okay, I got this. And it was nice.
Or you see her out there, and she's, first came back falling down and hustling and getting to the court to make a layup. What does it say about her ability to come back and play without fear?
That's just what Zuri does. We expect her to do that. And when I came here, Coach, she said Zuri is the hustle player. She's always running. She's first down on offense, always. And we got those transition buckets when we needed them, and she was a big player for us tonight.
How much did that kind of help y'all when you're down and she comes off the bench? She's coming off the bench and give the team a new sense of energy, I guess.
It helped us because it just set a fire in us, because Zuri brings such a nice emotional and fierce fire to her game, and it just set a fire in the team, and the team just lit up, and we just played together.
When you're all down 10-0 to start the game, what did y'all kind of say to each other, or what kind of lifted y'all to come back and treat it kind of like, oh, nothing, we'll just come back and tie this gallery up and win it?
A saying that we like to go by is, if we get punched in the mouth, we don't give up. So I feel like that definitely happened. We got punched 10 points to 0, and we didn't give up, and I think that really showed tonight.
Coach Carey said one of the biggest differences for them tonight was that they didn't have energy and you guys did. And so just sort of talk about what Coach was telling you guys during the huddle about maintaining your poise whenever they were making runs and being able to, stretch ahead and get some runs for yourself.
Oh, you want me? That's okay. Well, that's one of our biggest keys as a team, is having energy, coming to practice with energy, playing with energy, because you play the way you practice. And that was something that, after the K-State game, we really wanted to get into our practices with motivation to play hard, play through every rep, play through every set, and that's definitely what showed tonight.
Aurelia, you guys out-rebounded them 40-32. You led in rebounds tonight with 10, and it seemed like a lot of that was just energy. But what were you seeing inside?
I was just thinking, go get it. No, I wanted to win so bad, and I didn't want to go down 2-3. And I felt like we needed it, and I bring that energy. If I got to rebound and dive on the floor for a ball and go get it, I got to do it. So.
This game could have gone either way, but you guys were able to pull it out. What was maybe one of the more minor details that really was a game changer for this, whether it was you being back or Laren Brooks just being aggressive, or some of the play calling just at certain times?
Oh, I think that's a hard one.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Maybe a minor detail that really changed. You guys went on a run. West Virginia goes on a run. What were you guys able to pull out, whether it was, you being back, Laren Brooks really being aggressive, or maybe just some of the play calling that was able to give you guys that upper hand?
It was just trying to execute and trying to get stops on their end. That was really it. We wanted to execute on our end, not fall to their pressure and turn up our pressure on defense and get stops.